Welcome to the Spirit of Hope virtual luncheon benefiting the Ronald McDonald House Houston. We're honored that you've taken the time to connect with us today. We hope that each of you is safe, healthy during this unprecedented pandemic. Please know that the health of our families, staff, volunteers, and generous donors was protected during the making of this video and organizing today's program. With the help of cell phones, Zoom, MS Teams, an innovative committee, a few old-fashioned emails, we're thrilled to give you a virtual tribute to our deserving honorees, welcome our keynote speaker, Cole Dawson, and never relent on raising the much-needed funds for our families, our children, every single day. I hope you're proud of how nimble and innovative Ronald McDonald House Houston leadership has been during these difficult times. The staff have done such an amazing job of keeping the house sterilized, families safe, maintaining social distancing and formalities and protocols, and our families need the house today more than ever, right now. That's why we're having this luncheon virtually, and we thank you for being a part of this. We need the house to be strong so that our families can be strong. The critically ill children staying at the house cannot wait for the end of this pandemic to have their treatments or their appointments to be well. They cannot put their health journey on pause. Your contribution to Ronald McDonald House Houston makes a difference. Thank you for supporting us here today. Enjoy the programming.
Welcome, I'm Shane Kimsey, and this is my wife Erin, and we are honored to be the chairs of the Ronald McDonald House Spirit of Hope Luncheon.
Today we celebrate the contributions of those who bring love, hope, and comfort to our homes, so needed every day, but now, in the midst of the coronavirus crisis, more than ever.
Many of you watching today are the volunteers we are honoring. Our mission is fulfilled because of you. You touch the lives of our families and help them through their most challenging days. Some of you watching are here because you had a friend or family who used the house in Houston or in another city. Others of you experienced an illness yourself, and you know how it feels to be helped by a caring volunteer. We are all here because we are all committed to this great cause.
Thank you to Traffic Era, our 2020 Spirit of Hope recipient, Friendswood Development Company, our corporate group volunteer recipient, and the Houston Alumni Association of Alpha Delta Pi, our service group volunteer recipient, for allowing us to honor you, even when we can't tell you in person.
We are also honored to share with you Cole Dawson's inspiring story. Thank you, Cole, for agreeing to be part of our virtual event.
Please enjoy the remaining videos as well. They tell the incredible story of Ronald McDonald House Houston and the amazing volunteers that share their hearts with our families every day. Thank you for being a part of the Spirit of Hope.
The Ronald McDonald House exists because of the medical needs of the children.
We are a home away from home for these families. They are here with a seriously ill child under stress, and what they need is comfort of home.
We provide a myriad of services for the families, from transportation to food to entertainment. If you can focus on that child and get that child to laugh, that parent will laugh.
It makes me feel like I'm making a little bit of difference, but it's not just me. I'm part of a community.
I crawl around on the floor with the kids. It only takes 5 minutes to play with a kid, okay? And that's to and from the different assignments that I do. I'll take the 5 minutes to throw the ball. I'll take the 5 minutes to chase one of them around the room. I'll take 5 minutes to tell a story.
One day I had gone out and I saw this mother. She rushed over, tears in her eyes, saying how much she missed her dogs at home. I could tell that it was helping her so much. She asked about petting him, She plopped on the floor, tears in her eyes, and just hugged on him. Our families are already stressed. They need support, they need help, and we are here for them.
The gifts and the contributions and the donations that's provided here to the house, it helps them continue their way of life.
Whatever you're able to provide, we need it. There's just so many ways that you can help, so please make that phone call or check out our website and see, because I can tell you, we can use your help, no matter what that looks like.
But I think the most important service that we provide is the compassion, the one-on-one. That's what's important to me. That not only comforts me, having to work here in this environment, knowing that the kids are sick, it not only helps me internally, but it also helps them.
Just looking at all these people that help, it just, it restores your hope.
We know it's hard to ask for support during trying times like these, but the Ronald McDonald House Houston needs your support now more than ever. In spite of the presence of the coronavirus in our community, Ronald McDonald House Houston perseveres. We are still providing families a safe and sanitary place to stay during their child's critical health journey. For the kiddos staying with us, it is vital that their medical treatment continue uninterrupted. Even during this pandemic, Ronald McDonald House provides a home away from home for families who need our support. Please take a minute to donate through your phone with Text to Give. Text to Give is easy. Go to your text messages, type in the number 243725 and text RMHH 2020 as your message. After sending, you will receive a link to make a secure donation to the Ronald McDonald House Houston. Every gift helps pay for a family to stay at the house. Ongoing costs for meals, snacks, cleaning services, and general supplies are necessary for our operations. At the same time, volunteer meal groups were indefinitely suspended, and donations from corporations and individuals are not guaranteed. It is in this light that we come to you for urgent financial support. Help us continue to provide families with essential, basic services as they are desperately fighting for a healthy future with their child. Just being able to give them a room and food, we are saving each family over $200 a day.
Dear volunteers, thank you for letting me stay at the Ronald McDonald House Houston. I did not feel very good most of the time, but your smiles and hugs made me feel better. Mommy and Daddy liked the dinners you made for us, especially the fajitas. Can you send us the recipe? Because they don't have good Mexican food in Minnesota. My favorite part of the day was after dinner, when the volunteers brought fun crafts and games. I will always remember when Miss Lynn at the front desk let me pet Mogi. He licked my nose and my eyeballs. Please say hi to Mogi for me. He's just like my dog, Letty. I always look forward to seeing my friends at the house when I come for a checkup. You guys remember us, and it feels like home. You are the nicest volunteers ever. Love, Dina. P.S. For those of you who are listening, I hope you will give to the Ronald McDonald House Houston today, so other really sick kids like me have a place to stay.
Trafigura has had the honor and privilege of being involved with the Ronald McDonald House here in Houston for over 10 years, and I've personally been involved for the past 6. I'd like to start by saying thank you to the Ronald McDonald House for the Spirit of Hope honor. We are proud of our partnership and grateful for this opportunity to thank your team for their diligence and care. When one of Trafigura's own sought out assistance from Ronald McDonald House, we saw firsthand how important community care really is. From that moment on, it was important for Trafigura to support an organization that is invaluable to its global community. I'm proud to say that over the years, we've helped raise over $4.5 million for the house. On behalf of the Trafigura team, we are truly humbled by the show of love and support that the children and their families have received from the Ronald McDonald House here in Houston over the years. It takes a special group of people to support this organization in the various day-to-day tasks, in addition to planning and fundraising huge events like the Trafigura Fun Run. Although you honor us, we'd like to take a moment to thank a group who hasn't been thanked enough. The staff and volunteers at Ronald McDonald House here in Houston. They continue to support the children and their families during their trying times. Thank you.
It's such an honor to be recognized today for the Corporate Volunteer Award. 15 years ago, one of our very own associates' siblings was battling cancer, and the Ronald McDonald House stepped up in a big way for them. It's our turn ever since then to step up in return.
On behalf of the associates of Friendswood Development Company, we would like to say thank you to the Ronald McDonald House for honoring us this year.
We serve lunch once a month, interact with the kids through crafts and multiple different activities, participate in the Santa store, host summer carnivals, all in a way to say thank you. Our associates take great pride in the partnership that we have with Ronald McDonald House. We love you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sue Manning. I'm a member of the Houston Alpha Delta Pi Alumni Association. First of all, I'd like to express our gratitude and let you know how thrilled and honored we are to be the recipient of this year's Service Group Award. Alpha Delta Pi is extremely proud of their 40-year partnership with Ronald McDonald House Charities. And I'd like to thank my sisters across the United States for always stepping up with their money, time, and talent to help when asked. And in turn, we're helping an organization that does so much to ease the burdens of families in need at very difficult times in their lives. And I hope we can keep up the partnership and do good together. Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about why Ronald McDonald House is so important to you.
Back in 1986, I was discovered having leukemia. And then later down the road, I ended up having a heart transplant 19 months ago. I can certainly relate to all these kids and what they were going through.
A lot of families who get and benefit from Ronald McDonald House know cancer very well. So let's talk a little bit about your journey. You were in your 20s. I'm sure the last thing you ever expected to go through. Let's talk about what that moment in time was like.
In college, I had been president of the student body, and then I went to work for an investment bank in New York. And when I was at the investment bank, there were four things that really happened. One was there was a lot of stress involved. I did not get much sleep. I did not get any exercise, and I had potato chips for dinner. Through that experience, I ended up getting lumps on my head. And people would feel the lumps on my head, and they nicknamed them my friends, and they were definitely not my friends. I went to 3 doctors. They thought they were fatty cysts. I came back to Houston in April of '86. I asked my brother, who's 9 years younger, if he wanted to go on a run. I hadn't been exercising. I went out for a run. I ran about the length of one driveway away from our driveway, and I couldn't run anymore. And my dad was on the St. Luke's board, and he said, let's go over and get a chest x-ray, which I did. And they discovered a mass in my chest the size of a football. So that was scary, and they did some biopsies and testing. And then I remember the day I was lying on my bed one afternoon in my parents' house, and we got the call from the doctor. And when he said that I had leukemia, I remember the first thing that pops into my head is that I'm in a coffin with nails being driven into that coffin. And it was the most frightening thing I had ever been through, for sure, in my life. I never knew this, but I did talk to my mom a few days ago, and she said that the prognosis was that I was going to live for 2 weeks. And that's what they gave me, you know, through lots of prayer and lots of love through my family, through friends, through continuing to work to keep myself involved with something and keep your mind off of what was going on. We went through 2 years of treatment. I had a bone marrow transplant. I lost all my hair. I lost my eyebrows. I even lost my eyelashes. And if you can imagine looking, you have this beautiful hair. If you looked in the mirror and you had no hair, no eyelashes, no eyebrows, you really just become a lump of clay. It's really an impersonal feeling. So now I love the fact that I have hair. I love the fact that I have hair every day. After the bone marrow transplant and more chemotherapy, I went to Stanford for business school. I showed up with no hair. I never told anybody what my situation was. But for probably 10 years, at least once a week, I would think that I had a problem. I would think I had a relapse. I had a lump. I had some issue, and I'd go racing off to. I remember one time I was taking an exam in business school, and I finished the exam really quick because I felt a lump, and I just had to go down to San Francisco to get it tested. So I lived kind of with this fear.
And you know, when I hear you talking about this, and as my own child who had leukemia when he was in kindergarten, I remember that first year of treatment and of staying home every single day for a year. We didn't go anywhere. And I'm sure you had a lot of isolation, obviously, after that transplant, making sure that there weren't any germs that came into your life. So how do you parallel that with what we are all going through right now? Because I don't know if you're like me, I have so just deja vu of being at home day after day and making the best of it and making the times happy.
You know, on Monday I woke up, and I don't know whether it was the stress of doing this thing today, but for some reason I just woke up and I was just melancholy, a little depressed. It was just like, whoa, I haven't been depressed in 2 years. What is this? And I've been reading about social isolation, and social isolation is a very dangerous thing. Social isolation is, for a heart transplant patient, you're 3.5 more times likely to die if you don't have a support network. To me, when you go to the Ronald McDonald House and you see what they're doing over there, you know, every day after school, all the parents line up in the entryway, and all the kids come home from school, and they get these big hugs, and they all go and they have snacks together. And there's tutoring every day at the Ronald McDonald House. All these volunteer tutors come in, they tutor all these kids to make sure they're all fine in school. It's this incredibly loving environment. And when I was in the hospital waiting for my heart for 55 days, I kept a record. I had over 120 family and friends visit me. But there were other people in the critical care unit where I was that had zero. They may not even have a family member there. Right now in social isolation, this hurts your immune system. People are 50 to 9 in social isolation. When you really have no interaction with other people, you are 50 to 80% higher likelihood of passing away than people who have an engaged social life. We are social beings. Over 500,000 years of evolution of the Homo sapiens species, we have been constructed with the hormones that make us social. I was told the story that the executive director of the Ronald McDonald House walked in, and she saw a woman who only speaks Spanish. She was with a woman from Dubai that only spoke Arabic, and the woman from Mexico was helping the woman from Dubai learn how to cook tortillas with masa. You go, oh my gosh, these are families, unlike Cole Dawson, who is from Houston, who may have all these visitors. These are people that can't even speak the language. And there's this feeling of support.
So what are your final thoughts on lessons learned, on your just take-home message to everybody?
I think my take-home message is that the Ronald McDonald House supports people in a way that is going to help those kids survive. It is a very loving, wonderful organization. It's something that Carla and I have supported for over 25 years. We believe in their message. And from someone who has seen it from my side, we really appreciate all those volunteers. And that's another thing about this place. How many volunteers have been there for 25 years? Like the board members, these people have all been there for like 20 and 25 years. They love it. They love this feeling of camaraderie, their tribe, and they feel supported and valued. that's what's so wonderful about that place. So,
it says it all. Well, you've been through a lot. Thank you for sharing your journey with us. And I'm so glad that you're a cancer survivor, you are a heart transplant survivor, you're thriving, and you're still making a difference in so many lives. So God bless you and continue to take good care. And I wish you only good health from now on.
thank you. You too. And all the best to your child.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Maggie Stacy, and I am proud to serve as the president of the Ronald McDonald House Houston Board of Directors. Thank you for joining us today. On a regular day, our families rely on us for cozy rooms to sleep, warm meals to help maintain their physical and mental strength, laundry room, kitchen, a living room, and cozy nooks where they can steal away, confide, and pray, and garner strength to forge through another day. This is why we are here. This is what we do. However, there's no question the effects of COVID-19 on our nonprofit and business communities will be unpredictable and substantial. The children we serve cannot put their treatments inside our Texas Medical Center on hold. Thank you to those that have contributed to this unprecedented video program. We are especially grateful to our award recipients today and our community partners, Trafigura, Friendswood Development Company, and 80 Pie. And Cole, thank you for sharing your story with us. What an inspiring and important message for us during this uncertain time. We could not cancel or postpone our original luncheon because the need is now and the need is great. If you've not done so already, please give as generously as you can to Text to Give. The instructions are at the bottom of your screen. Every dollar counts. You can also make a monthly recurring gift. Our families need your help. Our children undergoing treatment and waiting for transplants need your help. Thank you for supporting Ronald McDonald House Houston. We couldn't do it without you. Stay well.
Text to give by sending RMHH 2020 to 243725 today. Thank you for joining our virtual luncheon and supporting the Ronald McDonald House Houston.